Hey folks, and welcome back. This is part 4 of our Master of Orion 1 Klackon Assimilation Challenge. While the last two were podcast style, post commentary done over the interminable expansion, sending out shuttles a couple million at a time, gradually getting the colony ships and stuff like that, things are about to finally get a little interesting in this one. So we're going back to the regular style. And what started it is that last time we met the Meklar, and they are, obviously not really a threat. We're on average difficulty in the Klackon still. Nothing's really going to be a threat to us. But it's a good example of a good instructive lesson on what to do when you're in these situations when it is a problem. And okay, so we're up against an opponent with, let's see, that's 9 stars. Some of these are fairly new, but they're right there in our, they're in our way, basically. We're expanding westward, trying to get everything, and they're here. More to the point, they're here. That's a colony ship over our world. This is the first time this came up. It's a good time to point out that how Master of Orion works is that once an AI scouts a planet, they can send transports to it. That includes, and there's no range limit on that. It's a bug with the, transport calculation system. And if I remember right, it works in your favor too. Let's say like, they're four parsecs now. Do we have? Yeah, so we have range 5. Can we do that? No, okay, so that doesn't actually work. Well, it doesn't work for us, but it does work for them. They can, even if we're out of range of, their transports, if they scouted it once, they can send them there. Of course, they are in range because their colony ship is here. And AIs are passive-aggressive jerks in Mu 1. They have absolutely no respect of the fact that we planted our flag here first. First come, first served. Will they want to serve us? We'll be seeing some transports coming from their worlds pretty soon to grab that from us. Now, I know that, since we have a current tech report on them, I know they don't have any engine increases. And even if they had nuclear engines, they still wouldn't help their transports any. So we've got time to deal with this, but we have to act pretty quickly because it's sticking out a little far from our core. So what I'm going to do is we take a look at what we can throw at them, and because and I kind of mentioned this earlier, but because Mu 1 only has 6 slots, and you have to scrap everything to make a new ship design. You really have to plan ahead and make the most of your warships. So once Control Toxic comes in, we're going to start getting our neutron blaster. We can't afford to wait that long. So Hyper 10 rockets are our next best choice. And for missile boats, I like to do them destroyer-sized. And as a matter of fact, I already put this one together when I was, right before I started recording. I microed the transports. I save you guys at least a couple minutes of that tedium to the new planets and everything. So my thought was I wanted to put a laser on this ship. You can see it's space 30 with the engines we have, and available space 29. 1 point too much. So what I was thinking, let's try to grab hand lasers from somebody. It's a useful tech when we counter invade, whether the Meklar declare war after that and we go after them first, or my preferred target, which are the Cylons. They're closer to our built-up planets, and they have more stuff that I want anyway. When we invade their planets, we get to take some of their stuff. So they're my preferred target. They're about equally easy to crack. They don't have planetary shields either. They're going to be the ones more likely to get them, since they are the Cylons. They're better at research. So I definitely want to nip that in the bud. But if it ends up being the Meklar first, that's fine. And I believe the Mershan also had hand lasers when I talked to them. Although they might still be grumpy since I talked to them recently. Let's try to grab that from them first. Hand lasers, we'll get a weapon tech level out of that. And hopefully that'll miniaturize our rockets enough I can put a laser on my destroyers too. Okay, hand lasers. Okay. Yeah. If an AI somehow doesn't have class 2 shields, you might as well do that because they're guaranteed to have that in their tree. Okay. Thanks, buddy. Weird claws and scorpion tail cat thing. Okay. I could trade for the ECM jammer too, but I'm pretty sure that's the only like easy trade we're going to get out of them. All right. So, I think I'm going to have to wait a turn for the tech level increase to come through. Yeah, I think I will. So let's just cancel, and we'll start on that next turn. As a matter of fact, let's get some production in the queue by having our ocean matrix start on one of our placeholders. So Timix actually doesn't like these, doesn't like the my placeholder ship idea. I don't have a problem with it. You're putting construction points into a ship, and they're going out into a ship. You can't dump those into missile bases or spy rings or anything else like in Master of Orion 2. And it's just a way of helping to get around, putting some production in the bank while you're waiting on a new design to come through. What I actually ended up doing that for, of course, was to get ready to switch some planets over to toxic colony ships when that comes in. But it's good for warships too. Yeah, so we're getting that guy there, kind of banking on finding some more dead habitable stars there, since we're ahead on planetology too. Okay. One more turn. Let's see what happens. Okay, don't see... Oh, that's probably going to one of their new... Oh, hey. What did they have that we don't? I'm pretty sure that's Controlled Baron. And that's probably Industrial Tech 9, but any construction increase is a size increase. So it's a construction tech level, so we'll just grab that. Yes. Copy the factory technology onto my CD-ROM. Hey, those were hot stuff in 1993. All right. Let's do... Man, there were so many tiny dead planets. Let's do... Dead Matrix North Central. North Carolina. Oh, and this useless one. So I'm glad that this one popped up on this recording and not on the podcast. But yeah, so the idea with rich planets, and this is the first one we've actually had access to. The idea with rich planets is that we get double production out of them, from industry, and also ships and missile base, not just your industry slider. It doesn't apply to ecology for cloning or waste cleanup or to research. The problem is that it's a minimum size. So let's say we get it terraformed plus 10, 20, effectively 40. It's still a joke. Fortunately, it's in our back line, so we're not really missing out anything. But I almost don't even want to put rich in the title because I don't get my hopes up every time I see it, and it's not actually building ships any faster than those 15 giant Terrans we have. Rich, small. Yeah, that's more important than it being dead. Rich, small matrix. Oh, snap. They actually bombed us with their colony ship. Okay, let's get those missile boats there post haste. Yeah, Vladrov, Durash, whatever the human's name is, I forgot already. He is honorable and just twice as upset as usual about getting us busted on espionage. Okay. I should have put whatever planet that was on. Oh, hit her maximum anyway. Perfect. Okay. Oh, Matrix. Homeworld. Built all the way up. Appreciate that. Okay. More factories. Let's just put these on cubes while I'm thinking about it, because I know I'm going to need to switch those over to our toxic colonies. Let's see. Go over there. It's further north. Yeah, I hardly ever play huge galaxies, so you'll see me kind of fumbling around sometimes. Okay. I'm going to, let's see, which is there? No, Mechlon is like right over. Yeah, Mechlon's right over there. I would have thought that the transports would come from there, but that could be. No, there's nothing there. That's probably going to send population there. Or it could be there. They probably already have that scouted. But they usually have a ship. Oh, no, it's there. It's there. Yeah, they're sending it from. Yeah, they tend to send population from a more developed world. So they probably have something sending from way out there that's going to take 20 turns to get in that I am not. And by the way, especially on Impossible, it would seem like an act of war to have a warship, or colony ship show up in your atmosphere and rain death on your poor colonists and factories. You just got to let that water off on Alkari's back. It's not a it's just how they roll in this game. Although it is funny when somebody has an honorable personality and still pulls that nonsense on you. Regardless, we're going to drive them off. Okay. So now I see. Yeah, see, I got a tech level increase out of that. Yeah, the techs you get on your turn. I guess if research goes through, that counts on the previous turn because that applies immediately. But if you trade for something or capture it, well, capturing probably counts as research. But if you trade for something, you don't get the benefit until the following turn. You might remember that with the factories with robotics in the last video. Okay, now, yep, exactly right. Oh, we even got more space out of that too. Oh, because I got a construction increase, right, from Industrial Tech 9. I would pay 3 additional BCs. Oh, my cost went down a little bit too. I pay 3 additional BCs to get 1 more point of defense. That's fine. I'm okay with that. It's such a, like a 2% increase on price. I'm not that worried about it. Okay, let's do, what would a Borg missile? Yeah, we'll just do rocket ship. Okay. And we'll scrap. Ah, yes, because we're phasing our colony ships out. All right. So we can get 2 rocket ships. Let's put everything in there we can. I should be able to make it 4 with the banked production I have. Yes, perfect. Let's toss a little bit of money at the situation, see if I can keep the waste buildup from happening. Nope. Okay, I'll deal with it. We're not at full capacity anyway. All right, and then we'll relocate that there to save some time. And I don't think unarmed ships will help in shooting down transports they might send, so I'm just going to let that go. Okay. This one probably needs, it's doing okay on population. How are we doing? Yeah, since I'm there. And we've got all those flying around. What new ones did we build? Matrix. Aha. I guess we could just send them there. Now we have we have this ultra poor. The only thing these are good for is population. So send that over. Usually what I do is when I start getting more production in the bank is I'll go ahead and dump that, basically max out terraforming on a poor planet, put all the reserve in there, and then let it terraform to the population up just to make them even more, just for sending pop out. And then the other one, let's see, Central, and the other one was that rich planet, right? Yes, rich south. Head over there. Oh, that's right. It's like unexplored planet 2 parsecs away, but that's Orion. I think we ought to look out the window and see the Guardian flying around from. Well, look at the window and see the Guardian 2 parsecs. I mean, that is actually pretty far. Geez, what a waste of time. Yeah, probably grow up some more by the time we get there. All right, have we scouted anything around the former world of Nyarl yet? Probably not. Toxic. I'm going to assume this is uninhabited, otherwise a Mershan would surely have grabbed it by now. But, or uninhabitable. But let's find out. Okay. And then I think I had this one there to, yes, check out some of those planets. Of course, some of those are probably Bulrathi planets too, since they're back there in the corner as well. Okay. And do I have anything else to send population to while I am fiddling around? Yeah, that one's filling up pretty well. Yeah, I sent that one to restock after it sent people there, and then sent people there, because this one can send there. So you kind of get used to having new planets send big waves of population out, and then you have the ones further back reinforce the ones you just sent from. That's sending all 22. That one could probably stand to get some more. I don't think anybody else sent any. So we'll have good old Class M. Fill that up. Man, cloning was such a get for the kind of situation we're in. Normally, it is not amazingly useful. Okay, I think that's pretty good. Now, if let's assume you're in a more challenging game and you get busted for spying on somebody. Okay, so we take a look here. We don't really have anything we need. And we didn't really need anything previously. It was just kind of a let's roll the dice, see what we get. Is you want to give them something to kind of mollify them a little bit. It was Durash, all right. So give some technology. Let's see, they're at Tech 9. Yeah. Actually, they don't have any range right now. And I think we've grabbed everything. We've grabbed everything they could possibly get anyway. But that's less useful to them. Okay. Yeah, just not too happy with us. But we gave them some tribute, bumped up relations back up a bit. I'm not worried about them declaring war in any case. If they send a fleet out with their complete unimproved engines, I can just rush some missile bases wherever we need to. Okay. Do we have anybody to send that one to? Man, look how many planets we get out of Control Toxic. That's 6 right there. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And if one of those, one or two of those is like an ultra rich Inferno somewhere around there, I mean, it's good grief. But we've been messing around long enough. We're gonna try to get some blood as soon as we can. Okay. And I don't mean hours. All right, planetology. All right. Yeah, I love seeing those speed 3 trickle through there. Sweet. All right. Okay, so let's see. We have access to quite a few things thanks to, I think cloning is tech level 21, so that's a tier, and we just got toxic. So we have basically access to 2 tiers we didn't have previously, and are looking at them. That would be 30 more population per planet, be huge. We could jump up the next tier by getting one of these 2. That would be useful, but we were already pretty good on keeping our pollution down. That would help too. Standard minimal, and then if we then get soil enrichment, we can apply that as well. But what I'm actually going to do is, since I can see we don't have any terraforming after plus 40, is and it's almost about 60% of the price of this one is and well. We could theoretically get terraforming 20 by looting it from the Cylons. That does make that a little bit less essential. Biotoxin Antidote is on a more difficult game. You might grab that one because AIs value it, so it's a good trade tech, trade bait tech. As it is, yeah, we have so many hostile planets. We're about to get more. I think this is the one to go with for now, and nothing else does what it does. This is it's a very useful tech. Speaking of hostile planets, there's one more. I'd be a little cheeky here. We'll do polar matrix. Could I fit them in? Yeah, let's do North Polar matrix. Very, very far northeast. Okay, another asteroid belt to mark off the list. We only got the 3 rocket ships. Oh, did I? Oh, whoa, okay. So I lost enough population on the interturn that it actually cost me the production to get that fourth ship. Welp. I don't go into deficit spending like that very often, so I had no idea that it'd be quite that bad. So how did Bruce 38 waste? Okay, okay. Growth, no. Captain Planet just looks over there and it's like, what the heck were you doing? So they bombed once and they stopped. That's usually the sign that they've decided to invade you instead. I don't see. Of course, I only have Deep Space Scanner not improved, so I don't see where the ships might be coming from. But I'm pretty sure that's what that means. So it's a good thing we have our rocket boats en route. Okay. Well, I'm pretty much done with planetology for the near future. Let's get construction as our favored field back up. Bump that down a little bit. Let's put a little into force fields. I'm gonna try to get that done before I start on. Yeah, I think when Force Field 3 comes in, then I'll go ahead and build and neutron blasters, of course. Then I'll go ahead and start on my cruiser design. It's still a little too early in the game for battleships. Okay, so you'll get those through. My rockets will be. I don't think a colony ship with one nuclear bomb, whatever it has on it, or I think it has missiles actually, are going to shoot in any of our transports. Yeah, let's get some of the population restored. Ouch! I kind of botched that one. Okay, yeah, it popped up there instantly. Appreciate that. Okay, Ultraport. Yeah, we got our first population point increase. Okay, can't I reach anywhere new? With this one, I can. It looks like he's heading for. Well, if it's heading toward a Terran to establish space superiority, then hmm. Okay. Let's get a missile base up. With our Hyper 10s, that should be more than enough to deal with that. Okay. So we're gonna need a little bit more in there. Kind of sucks. I don't like throwing the reserve into built up planets like that. Okay, good. That'll work. Don't want to make this. Don't want to make the same mistake as last time. You can see that my style here for military and defensive stuff is very reactionary. I would rather wait for the AI to do something and then build a counter to it and risk taking some losses before you can punch back than have stuff sitting around doing pretty much nothing. Okay. Uh, that being said, let's go ahead and get some of those new toxic bases going. I had my planets building cubes, so they should be pretty much ready to go on rolling those out. So let's see what we can scrap. I have enough to build. I'm just going to go ahead and scrap the cubes, and then the next thing we scrap. Oh yeah. This last one is literally doing nothing. I can't do anything with it. So let's get our. Okay. Colonizer. A little something awful reference there. Sublight engines, toxic base, and the reserve tanks would be 15. That's pretty much nothing at this point. So I am down with that. Okay. All right. Where are the ones we need? We got some there, some there. Man, we have new planets to grab everywhere pretty much. I'm just going to switch relocation off and see what the closest one, see what the closest ones are to each of these things. Okay. Yes. See the benefit of putting stuff on putting production to a huge ship. Switch it over to something cheaper. And then we'll do. All right. Oh, I should check and see where my fast colonizers went. because most of them probably aren't doing anything useful. So I got one there, and I don't think we can do anything with it. I may well go ahead and scrap these two, because I'm pretty sure we're at the point where anything, especially seeing how the Meklar and the Cylons are developed, if anything is unclaimed, it's probably, well, then again, but they don't have like dead techs and stuff like that either. So, and did these things have reserve tanks? They did. Okay. Well, then I'll go ahead and wait to see if there's anything I can grab with those. Let's just move these a little more to a little more central location. So we'll send that one there. We already have one at the Dead Sea Matrix. Yep. Give there 2 turns. So when I retreat this one, I'll just go ahead and leave it in my orbit. I don't normally do that. I think it is a little abusive to take advantage of redirecting, like things like missiles and stuff like that. I'll do it sometimes if it's like to reduce micro, but I usually try not to use like minor exploits like that. In the original release of the game, you couldn't control where the redirection went. Okay, let's get that. Terraforming, and then we move everybody to North Pole. And then we will send some people here. That should be enough to, see, that's 12. So we're just, actually that basically barely breaks even. Let's send another, yeah, that'll be good. And if it looks like the relic world is getting too full, I can send some more people up. Another ultra poor. Matter of fact, let's do the same. Oh hey, okay, that's coming along pretty well on the terraforming. I think it's because I had transferred so many people there, and Klackons get that innate production bonus that they're just kind of pulling through despite it being ultra poor. Okay, then I think you were building a cube as well, and then we have some toxic bases nearby, I'm sure. Okay. Yeah, we have, man, we'll have tons more planets to send stuff to. All right. See it soon as keep pushing for neutron blasters. Yeah, the big benefit of neutron blasters is the heavy version. Thought so. What do they have? Heavy lasers. Okay. My shield 3s did not come in. You can see, it's funny, it's like if one comes on the previous turn and you had the resources over the base you have to apply the upgrade, you'll actually get it on the new turn. But I didn't. Okay. I'll go ahead and auto this one. I'm just gonna see what they have. Okay. Yeah, speed 1. They are no threat to us. Cool. All right. Let's see what these things are actually armed with. Because my colony ship will survive the hit. I guess I'm probably just like a laser. Oh, okay. Did I put a Gatling laser on there? No, it's like one laser and then a pair of lasers. So we'll retreat but stay in orbit. My man, let's see. I was counting on that 4th rocket ship because let's see, a Hyper 10 rocket does 8 point. Okay. Yeah, you do you, cat lady. So the Hyper 10 rocket does 5 points of damage. 5-shot bay is 8, so it's 40 damage. Each one can contribute. But you saw how the missile base going from 24 to 16 is that was one missing. And if enough rockets miss, then I won't have enough to actually finish off that colony ship. So the colonists. This is the population regrowth and terraforming maxing out. Okay. And you know what? This is probably developed enough with a population of 80 that I'm going to go ahead and start it on a cube as well. It's just going to be filling up on industry pretty soon. Okay. Yeah, research is doing great. Yeah, we're already about a little ways there on. Okay. Well, even if even if even if like the first batch isn't enough, I've got the reinforcements coming in, so we'll just stay there. And that's enough of those for now. So we'll just put you on a cube, fairly minor. I'm pretty sure it still has... No, it doesn't have factories left to build. That's a little surprising. Well, that's good. Okay. And did I have any population to send out? Might as well do a couple. Another few there. Okay. Speaking of population, Leia looks like all of them made it through. Colony ship isn't even one armed with... Well, armed with lasers probably didn't have enough firepower to shoot down any of my transports. Okay. So probe, that's a radiated one. Toxic, yeah, let's... No, my range is 8 on scouts. That's in range. Check it out. Support is Meklar, right, okay. Can we reach anywhere else in here? It's a probe 2, right? Yes. So we'll check that out. What about anything back here? We can, all right. Keep the scouts going. That's a tundra planet. That's actually going to be... Oh ho! That's right. Now the Mershan will be able to... Well, you know what? They declared war on us. I guess that means they're going first, aren't they? So they have range 5, fusion bombs. Okay, if their colony ships roll fusion bombs, they can actually bomb us with those free respawning colony ships. But they have no computer increase, so it doesn't matter much because they're Mershan. They have hand lasers and Gatling laser. Okay, without espionage, took those guys off espionage. I could ask the Cylons to join the war against the Mershan, but I don't think I need to do that. Okay, so let's see what's in range from a Vulcan. Which I think is their only it's the only colony ship they can send to get me. Yeah, they can't reach that, and I don't think they've scouted it. So this is the only thing I have to worry about. Which means actually, if I take this, which I could probably, man, do I want to run the blockade with transports? See if I could sneak transports past those medium ships and just swipe that from under those cat-like whiskers. Well, I think it's worth a try. Unless those medium ships have Gatling lasers, I don't think they're going to be too much of a threat. So, yeah, but that being said, I think what I will do is, how many are we looking at? 8? Okay. 7. So each one of them has 18 hit points. So I'm not going to do the math on that. But Hyper-Tense could probably do the job. So, or Gatling laser ships could, because they only have class 2 deflector shields. I mean, you're never going to do this in a game on Impossible. So I'm kind of thinking maybe I should. Let's see, what's the most important planet to grab? While I'm thinking, yeah, it's at Ultra Rich. Okay. Then, so those rocket ships are moving. Those guys are all on the move. And can't really do anything new with those. Well, I guess I can, send it to be a little more central, kind of replace the one that's going to go grab that Tundra. The Tundra one will be vulnerable to the Mershan. That's be within range of them. But even if they send transports to grab it, 1, I could take it back. 2, I'm not too worried about it. Even if the transports take it back, it's still been colonized. I can just take it back from them later. Okay. How are we coming along on? Yeah, it's got a little ways to go on the neutron blasters. Then we're just gonna have to bite the bullet and get a bunch more missile ships. So what we'll do is we will rally at, yeah, that's the closest one. So just rally all of our decent production planets there. Okay, and we'll just build rocket ships. I'm just going to take enough off research to crank out one every, should be doing every turn? Every turn, yep. Well, you know, I should have some of them. Yeah, but the goal is still the race to. I can't be distracted from the race to take over to grab planets. So we'll do one batch of rocket ships, and let's not forget, and then not forget the colonizers. Man, just by being Klackons and having these fairly good-sized planets gives us a fairly strong production base. And what about you? Yeah, the little dead matrices aren't particularly useful. You know, yeah, we'll have the central ones kind of stick with the colonizers. No, you know what? No, we'll have this one join in because it's close. And how many? You know, cool. Okay, we'll do a couple more rocket ships. Well, that one join in because it's close, and then we'll have this one contribute the toxic colonizers to the north, which we've got a couple of. Yeah. And then, as a matter of fact, we'll have this one help out. Yeah, we'll have this one help out. Like there's, yeah, because we're grabbing that one already. Oh, but we can grab that one. Excellent. Yeah, man, 2 Inferno Ultra Riches. And once those get going, like an Ultra Rich, it's ×3 production. So that's actually effectively 60, population worth. And because they're doing it, as a multiplier from the slider, and not by actually building more factories, it's more efficient. You pay less pollution and stuff like that too. Okay, so already doing stuff like that. All right, cool. So yeah, let's get that batch of missile boats out. Use that to take Vulcan from the Mershan. It says in range of my scanners. How many factories do we have here? Okay, 28. So not great odds of actually getting a tech from them, but that's all right. And how long would it take to transport population there? 5 turns. Okay. And what about you? 4 turns. Okay. So once the rocket ships are en route, I will immediately send population out, and I could probably start. It'll take 3 turns to relocate. This is like just a little trick to save time when you're really wanting to, wipe out an AI in a hurry. So that'll be 3 turns there, and 3 turns there. Almost certainly 3 turns there. So it's 6 turns. I'm going to gamble that that's actually 7 turns in total. Yeah. So we're gonna wait 1 turn and then start sending the transports out and try to sync those up to get all there at once. Okay. They don't have personal deflector shields. They have hand lasers. We're tied, and they don't have duralloy. So we're actually basically breaking even with them. So we just have to substantially outnumber their population. Then we should be good to go. Okay. And then, yeah, that guy's grabbing that planet. And how much of a fleet are we looking at after we deal with that? Okay, could be a bit left after that. All right. Okay. Revenge. Ooh, that was not a great start. That could have potentially been 24, and instead we got 8. So we'll just auto that. That's true, we do have lasers on this thing too. Okay, we lost one, but... Oh ho! This one's already a Bolrathi planet. And missile base there, and a ship. Okay, I can see from the speed of the missile that they probably have nuclear or Hyper-Vs. Kind of expected, you know, we know they're not very advanced. Another uninhabited one. Okay, lots of rocket ships, love that. Okay, factories, good, good. Oh, I guess we never finished building up industry on this one. Alright, well, good a time as any. I was probably too busy getting population out of it. Okay, colonists, all that's coming through. Artifacts, planets, safe too. Since I took so much research off that, I need to start putting research back in so I can get back up to my interest bonus. Okay. It's fast colonizer. Alright, so that was the Bolrathi planet. What? Wait a minute, or was it? I guess it would have to be, since I'm retreating from it. Okay. I guess I should have paid closer attention to it. That's really weird. I guess the Bolrathi must be one of these and kind of work their way over. What else can I explore from here? I'm already on the way to that one. I'm on the way to that one. What else do I not have? That's 11. Okay, we'll just send it further into unexplored space, get it closer to something else. Oh, who's going? Yeah, you're going there. Yeah, you're going there. Okay, cool. Oh, that's an Inferno and Rich. I need to grab that one with one of my toxic ships. It was that one, right? Yes. Okay. As a matter of fact, let's knock those out first. Okay. And then what's the closest one from here? You got a toxic planet over there. Okay. Cool. What was this one? Uninhabited? Oh, that's an Inferno. Let's just get that one first then. Alright. And then that one's waiting on an opening. They're waiting. They're flying. They're all flying. Okay. Excellent. So we lost one rocket ship, but we did shoot down their colony ship. They didn't really care about that. I don't think they'd made it to amiable yet. So it's the human relations working its way back up because we gave them something, and then the trade is kind of boosting, kind of stabilizing relations. But they're definitely anti-missile. Okay. They definitely weren't happy about that. All right, where are their ships going? Man, it's like if they're going to abandon Vulcan, I could send transports there now. But no, I'll sync things up. Try to do this right. Measure twice, cut once. And where can I send you to? Yeah, we'll just get that. Well, can we reach? Nope. Okay. Well, I should be able to once I get that. All right, just in time for those transports to get in. Good. How many transports is that? 18 more. All right, so that'll be good. That'll be great. Cool. Okay. Yeah, Meklar. Yeah, darn Meklar grabbing that Terran planet from me. I mean, it's so much closer to Meklon than to my territory. I had no business getting it anyway. But of course, I thought the same thing about what was that one? They used to be called over by the it's like the whole Matrix Southwest one. Whole Matrix 2. I had no business getting that one either, and here we are. Okay, I don't think we actually unveiled anything new from there. No. Okay. We'll see if our scouts do find anything. So for now, I'll just move that a little bit closer. All right. Neutron blasters coming along. Coming along. Okay. And this is just bad luck. It just so happened that their ship there arrived the same turn we did. So I may well go ahead and leave that in orbit one more turn. Oh, that's their homeworld. Okay. Yeah, I'll have to check and see where that is on the map. Oh, okay. Got the Cylons. What did we want from them? That is probably going to be... That's probably going to be hydrogen fuel cells. I don't think they have anything better we don't have. So let's do this one to get the computer tech level increase. Okay, we don't need it, but like I said, we get the tech increase. We are going to be clowning the Mershan. So let's go ahead and try to start something with them and their allies. Okay, I was like, wait a minute, that's a weird population number, but it's because they have a colony there. Okay, another tundra. Let's do cold matrix central. Central heating, central air. Okay, that's probably going to be enough rocket ships too, so I'll put this back on cubes. And basically, if it shows this one, we're getting half the... it's still adding to reserves, just not very much. Yeah, our tiny little planets that don't really do anything are good choices for research. Speaking of research, it's not penalized, unlike industry. So for poor and ultra poor planets, even for Klackons, basically, yeah, look how much research we're getting out of that, despite it not having that many factories, because it takes so long to build those. Okay. So cubes, and we'll start banking production from when I can start getting those neutron blaster cruisers, because that's going to be our game changer. Colonists, okay. It's a good thing I'm up against the Mershan and not the Alkari, because Alkari are tough enough to hit early on that missile boats aren't very reliable against them. Do I need any more toxic colony ships down here? You know, probably wouldn't hurt to start knocking those out sooner, would it? Because yeah, we have a ton right over there. Okay, so we'll get 2 planets in the south working on the toxic ships. We'll do you, and we'll do, that's 95. Yeah, we'll do you 2. Okay, and then we'll definitely allocate more into shipbuilding, since we're doing. We're definitely back above the, was it 2300? I think we were at we started research, so we're definitely getting our research interest on there. Can we get that down to 2? Yeah, without putting too much of a dent in research. Okay. Uh-oh. Terraforming environment, that's a typo. I believe that means terraforming plus 10, and then they got plus 20. Oh man, I should have gone for... I probably would have just gotten hydrogen, though. But it was nice getting the computer increase, because then that makes my further espionage more effective. They got force fields. They're making some progress on research. The Cylons are definitely starting to come into their own and put their advantage to work. Okay, so these 2 are, that's Ursa, and that's their other expansion. Those are all planets. Yeah, those are the planets we can grab with toxic. And the Cylons use their alliance with the Borathi to grab that planet away from them. Let's try that. Chances are pretty good they're both going to be... Well, let's see what the Mershan have on their homeworld. Okay. And now with our rocket boats rallied. Okay, not yet. Are they going to get their one? Okay, one turn. All right, so now's the time to start sending transports over. Now here's the cool thing: because I went ahead and scouted and that's why I've been scouting the worlds that don't have missile bases on them, so I can pull this off and I can start sending people without having to establish space superiority and scout the world that way. I can just send them in. So I'm going to assume we'll probably have about 50, probably 60% losses. So we're going to want to send. We'll assume it's full by the time we get there. We're going to want to have about 75, no, about 60, about 60 colonists going in. So we'll do 20 from there. Okay, we'll wait the 2 turns. We want them to get all there at the same time. Is that one? That's too small. What about you? 6 turns. Okay, cool. And not having to pass through the nebula, that slows down your ships to half speed when they pass through, so they can throw off the ETA a bit because they don't factor that in. All right, refill that a little bit, and then yeah, we'll do relic the next one, and then we'll make sure to send some population back to. Yeah, as a matter of fact. So that's the one sending. Yeah, let's send them from the fertile planet. So that's 5 turns. That's plenty. We'll just go ahead and do 10. That should be a pretty good combination. Okay. And how is that coming along? Yeah, let's get that. How many factories do we have? 12. Yeah, we're the Klackons. We'll be all right. Let's see how much terraforming that gets me. We definitely want to increase that population so we can get more people. All right, good. And what? That's another. That's a scout that's taking forever to get there. Okay, so we need to get some people over there. What's the population? Okay, we'll do the usual thing: fill up from the closest one, and then refill from that one's neighbors. So do about 10, all right, and do about 10. Yeah, and the ultra poor planet's not good for much else. So, and hostile planets take so long to refill that it's the odds of it going over and sending people to their deaths on an overfull planet very very low. All right, that all looking good. Man, I could probably fit more people on this one too. Try to get that to its ideal growth range. Let's do about 10 on that one. Okay. Keep that research going. That looks like, oh, nice. That's pretty much. This one's filling up. This will be a big contributor too. Gotta love those huge habitable worlds. Okay. And you're going to be going there. That'll be a very nice one too. Or was it? Yeah, that's radiated. Okay. Inferno. So we will be grabbing those, but not. They're not a priority. All right. So we find our tox. Get toxed by the ships, and that's right. This one's just waiting to see if we unveil anything that the others couldn't access. You think there'd be more of those planets, but I guess I've already grabbed them. Now we're about to check that out, so we'll check those 2 out. Okay. Oh, can't forget to. Whoa, you don't send that much. Nice to see the reserve is building up so much, though. Okay. So, run a turn. Humans are active. Oh, this one was. I had already sent it there before realizing this was a Bolrathi planet. So I'll probably be a little irritated when we finally make contact, which is kind of weird we haven't yet. Okay. Inferno. Do Fuego. Matrix. Oh, no. that case. As much as I wanted to be fun with it. There's actually going to be 2 of those. And there's the other one. Okay. Well, they're so close together in galactic considerations that we'll just kind of flip that around to do ultra-rich fire matrix. Behold our creative Borg. Aha, there's one we can send a dead ship to. Another Inferno. We'll do this one. We'll go central matrix. Central heating. Nice. Okay, then we'll definitely get you started on cube duty. Okay, fold up on colonists. Excellent. Colonists, good. Good, okay. Yeah, because we have so many planets to grab out there. Now, the thing is, they're right next to the Mershon. So, they're right next to the Mershon, who are at war with us. I'm going to need to guard these. There's the flaw with my cunning plan. The bright side is with the extra research, we're coming very quickly along on our neutron blaster ships. Oops. Yeah, so you never drop research completely. So we'll be able to start building those soon, actually. So that'll be good. Is there anything I can trade for that they might take cloning for the inertial stabilizer, but I don't really need it now. We're about to get class 3s, so I don't really need to trade for 4. Yeah, I don't need to trade them for anything. What about? Yeah, we can see if we can get space scanner from them. Nope. Well, I get another weapon tech increase, and they have hyper V's. Going up to hyper 10s would give them 2 points of damage. That's not a big deal. On the other hand, it's not helping up. I mean, we're going down, they're going up. That's not a very logical trade, even for the tech level. So, yeah, my finger was hovering over the button. Then I was like, you know what? That'd be kind of dumb. I guess before I got to the Mershon, let's do a quick check on still no threats. Okay. If they had more serious shields, I'd look into making bombers to go along with the missile boats, but there seems to be they're relying pretty heavily on these medium ships. Okay, so coming at 5 turns. So next turn, I send the relics over. Sure enough, that's 3. Okay. Yeah, 1 turn would let me send 2 more over, and we'll get there. Even with 4, yeah, we'll still get there first. So yeah, we'll just send all those together. Okay, what can we grab with you? Might as well get that Inferno in Meklar territory. They do not have. Man, 10. Well, that would let me scout more of their stuff, wouldn't it? Let me make sure there's not something more useful close by, because the benefits of scouting at this point are pretty much gone. Yeah, I'll be grabbing those. Yeah, might as well. I'll be getting the other 2 from Class M. Okay, did we scout that? That was radiated. Okay, radiated doesn't do us any good. All right, and now where was that Baron? Yes, Baron. Let's go ahead and grab that, and we'll send one rocket ship along with that should scare off any one of their mediums. Well, yeah, because if they all hit 40 damage, odds of at least enough hitting to go through are pretty good. And where's the population for that one? That's good. Okay. I think the Mershon are probably sending their ships there. It's a new undefended colony. Well, it's one of these 2. Fortunately, they're close enough together, and my ships are faster that I can just go ahead and do that. And then, of course, once we take Vulcan, I can send my rocket ships even further west and keep the pressure on. Okay. Check that. Good. Next turn. Well, next turn after I make sure I can't do anything else useful with them. And that is the case, right? Can't do anything else useful with them? No, not that I know of. Okay, well, we'll just rally them somewhere. They won't get attacked for now. Did I have any toxic ships sitting idle? I don't think so. No. Good. All right. Ooh, a rich one. Okay. So I have to make sure to get a toxic one over that. Four toxic ships. Okay. So I have to make sure to get one over that way. Okay. Factory is good. Yeah, neither one really has the production to put into cubes. That being said, I'll do a little bit in there just to have some production in the bank, and this one was the other one, right? No, it was this one. It was this one. It was one of those arid. No, it was one of them. It doesn't matter. Okay, 14 rocket ships. Team Rocket is definitely blasting off again, and let's do another 20. All right. Cool. Looking good. Looking good. So we know that's Furious. We're about to see what's going on there. Borathi sending a ship out. What is going on there? I should have a toxic ship. Yes, I have one going there. Good. All right, let's start grabbing. So those are both from that turn, right? Yeah, those are the ones from that turn. So I'll be able to start grabbing those, protecting those with the rocket ships. And what about Matrix? Produce another one. Where would we send that one to? I don't have anything going for that toxic planet, do I? I would doubt it. Okay. Let's see. And then my new Inferno planets are going to need people. Easy to look through there and find out the ones that have minimal production. Okay. I should have an ultra port nearby I can send people from. Jeez. Yeah, darn near fill it up in one turn. Okay. And then, oh, that's even closer, but... Or I could just send those the next turn, too. You know, why not, right? Because I think that would be... Yeah, 2 turns? All right. Well, I'll tell you what. We'll do that one. Okay. And then we'll do from this poor planet, because that'll leave it in its optimal growth curve, and also be close by. Okay. And then yeah, the probe isn't going to find anything else before the game is over. Well, it's a little exaggeration, but maps like what 40 parsecs across on huge. It's never going to do anything useful. The next thing to scrap are probably going to be those original probes. Okay. Then research, check. Looking good. I'm going to probably start allocating it to the next thing, which would be, what do we need next? That would be good. That would be good too. All right, let's start there. Okay, do that. And then send a little bit from... So yeah, so when I mentioned that I try to get things at about 12%, that's gradually microing things so that they end at about that point. When I'm no longer dumping research in there, or dumping production in there. Well, we're talking about research points. It would be research. Should we keep the rocket ships coming? Yeah, let's keep the rocket ships coming for at least a couple planets. Okay. And yeah, the improved space scanner would let me. Since that tells you where ships are going, you can start hitting F8 to check your threatened planets, and that is a very, very useful feature. Do we have more population coming in? We do, but I'll just refill that. Do we have any going to? I need more going to our cold matrix. Let's just send another batch from you, and Yeah, we'll do that. Little refill 20. No, let's do another from there. Okay, that should sync things up pretty well. Oh, and we no longer. Well, it's good to have all those missile bases handy, I guess. Cool. Okay. Yeah, that that was kind of a bad idea. We didn't need to be dumping that many turns into factories or into missile bases, but yeah, it's probably the most likely target for the Meklar, and they do seem to be kind of building up right next to it, huh? Hmm. Well, we will see what happens. And probably more important to keep factories building there because they keep transferring people out, so it's not being as useful as the ultra poor one on the east was. Okay, it's like we passed an hour, so I'll be wrapping it up after we deal with Vulcan. I guess I could have. The missiles would have gotten my scout before the medium ships did. I was kind of curious to see what the destroyers actually had going for them. Tundra. We're not quite in the southwest, but we're not going to be able to name anything else in the southwest, I would assume. I would do Tundra West. Matrix. Okay. Another Inferno Ridge. The game just synced up. Speaking of Vulcan, the game just synced up crafting and fire on this map, it looks like. Just do. Forge. Matrix. Yeah, we'll just go with that. Ooh, another Tundra. Like how it plays the normal music instead of the angry one like the last couple aliens did. Okay, factories, good. Yeah, it's so weird to have a fertile planet with a habitable type have that low a population cap. It must have been like 55 to start with. Let's start building the matrix as well. Okay. Oh, right. This one needs terraforming. Terraforming and no, not missile bases. Terraforming and factories. Okay. Good enough. Man, I think it's the first time the ocean has filled up. I think we're going to be pretty good on toxic ships around there too. Wait a minute. That one needed to get. Oh no, that's Terran South. Yeah. No, that's good. That's good. Okay. The Bulrathi have those three, and that's within 4. Oh, so that was the one that gave us contact. Okay. Make sure the Mershon didn't go after anybody else. Nope. So they're just sending the ships around for a purpose. I don't know what it is yet, but they're going around for some reason. A launch. All right, we'll give them. Seems like kind of a risk of giving the Bulrathi ground tech, but I'm sure. Well, they're also good at construction, so. Then again, that's pretty much worthless to them, so we'll do that. Okay. Trade agreement of full value. I don't plan on going after them anytime soon. And they are behind the technologically. Good to know. All right. They'll probably put a couple of our planets into. Oh no, we're still running a surplus. Excellent. Okay, so those are all going to land at the same time. This episode is definitely going to run late by waiting on that attack on the attack on Titan, the attack on Vulcan. All right, so what was the one I scouted that we need to get? It was this one, right? Yes, U for Tundra. All right. And where is our nearest colony at? Is it there? That's a toxic colony. I thought I had one more. Yeah, there we go. I thought so. You were there? Yes, okay. Right next to Earth. So I hope that agreement holds. As far as Furious goes, the AIs tend to ignore planets that they can't invade, even if you stick a colony right in their face. So that's why I'm not quite as worried. So let's get those 40 population point ones first. And man, I'm not even going to bother with the probe ones. They are super obsolete. I'll go ahead and yeah. I mean, yeah, we'll get that one going, but you know, might as well, right? But eh. Okay, Sporting Matrix has another colony ship, and there wasn't anywhere to send that one, right? We just found the one. Yeah, we just found the one. Okay. I would have send you over there. Okay. And that one's going there. We need to send population to our new tundra planet. Where from is the question. I can only send 10. That's a little short too. Those are both going to Dead Sea. They are. Okay. I guess we can wait for those to come in and then send them over here. I'll also send, well, you know what? That's pretty reasonable. So no matter where else we send people from, let's get a nice little group coming in as well. 5 turns. It would save 2 turns. Yeah, you know what? Let's do that, because I know this one still needs people, and then we can send some from cold over west a little bit. Okay. So Dead's coming along. Forest. All right, those are all good. Good. Everything's coming along. Okay. Geez, what do we research next? I guess planetology. I mean, propulsion is energy pulsars, which is it's a very marginal tech. Okay. And like I said, you know, the 12 to 13, so we're going to leave that there. Force field's good. Construction, greatly lower that. All right, let's start doing that. 3,000 research. I mean, it's because we have so many planets, and they're all moderately developed as best we can get them with terraforming and robotic controls and stuff. And even though it's a little inefficient, this is where I'm definitely glad that you have the option to just like increase the amount on your planets automatically, because that would be a nightmare to micro through. I should have something closer to this one. Let's see. Check the fleet. All right. Anything sitting still? No, it doesn't look like it. Okay. Cool. Remember, Sean still won't talk. Everything else still doing good. All right. 2 more turns. Then we'll be able to... It's going to be such a letdown. There's not going to be anybody left by the time we get there. Okay. Ooh. Kind of rare to get a hit on somebody you're at war with because they raised their security, but our computers are a little bit ahead of theirs. I don't think they had the inertial stabilizer. So let's see. This should be Jammer 1, I think. Yeah. Oh, okay, here's big money. All right. Oh man, if I had known, I would have gotten hydrogen cells from the Mershon, so I could have been guaranteed to get the inertial stabilizer from the Cylons. It's valuable, but it's a low tech level, so it's not that hard to steal. Man, this is where if you're really wanting to maximize your stealing, you kind of write down what AIs have. But I didn't do that. They have personal deflector shield, but they also have 3 and 4, and I have not yet gotten 3, so that could be a big waste of my time. I think this one probably terraforming 20, so let's give that a try. Yes, good. We'll bump that up. Okay, so I did end up researching class 3, so I think the game would not have let me steal something on the same turn I got it, but I don't know what order those are resolved in. Although it would be funny to have, happy Bugman here running through with his folder full of, we have mastered new technology, and turns around the corner and smacks to a spy who's stolen that exact same thing that same turn. It's like, well, that was a big waste of R&D. And straight to class 4s. Speaking of a waste of R&D. Okay, I'm going to do Wago Matrix Small. Well, yeah, that'll make me think south, but yeah, we'll just do... Oh, you know what? In honor of Dark Souls, we'll do Bonfire Matrix. A tiny inferno. A spark, if you will. Now numbers 40 star systems. Yeah. Cannot be contained, cannot be controlled. Now another terraforming factory thing. Of course, I think the cap... now the cap's 40 instead of... Or 40 instead of 30. So that's fine. We'll bump that back up. Alright, cool. Let's get these guys headed to Forge, protect that. Oh, I think I forgot to send population out that turn. So that's a maximum of 30. We'll send 20 in there, and then we'll refill this one a little bit. So do like 5 from there, and a couple from here. No, that's fertile. That's a good one to send people from. So we'll do that. Yeah, and that'll refill really quickly. Okay. Fill that. And then... Okay. And then where else can we send people to? Oh, yeah, we're about to grab one of these, aren't we? Yes, yeah, we're about to grab some more planets here. Oh, that was looking good. I haven't transferred people out from these in a while. Well, I could have used that to speed up the growth on my new planets a bit. But that's fine. Okay, with that 25% uptick in terraforming, that should take care of things like that dead planet, finishing ahead of when the factories are built. Let's also see, what did we get? What are the other new planets we got? These reserves getting huge. Just barely need to add anything in there for our new planets. Okay. So Tundra. Okay, that one's going to need help from you. Then we're getting it from you? Yeah, we'll just chain the population along. I think that works pretty well. Because then we've got more coming from... Yeah, more coming from those two. I think that's good. All right, and then this one... Man, all these tiny little planets. It's been so weird. We get the huge ones, and we get these tiny ones that have basically nothing going for them. McClar grabbing that one. Oh yeah, now these are in range. So let's see what's lying behind the front lines. And it's been sitting in orbit of their planet the whole time. Okay. Oh, that's another toxic one. Need to send somebody over to get. Okay, speaking of toxic, we need to send things over for. Okay. So we're grabbing that one. Then we need to grab this one. Closest ones first, makes sense. Then that'll be their next turn. And what else do we have? So all of our colony ships are en route and doing something good. Okay, that's all looking good. I think we probably switch one of these to... No, we're gonna... Yeah, not only do we have those still, we still have these two close by. Yeah, we've got plenty of things for new colony ships to grab. As a matter of fact, we'll send this one down, kind of keep them separated, so I'll know which one's, which one's which. Okay. So whatever they have, it is not going to be a problem for us. And looks like they might have built a couple more factories for us to get to. All right. I would love to know where these things are going. I guess the Marchand ships might be flying back home, which would be, kind of a waste, but fortunate for me. So we're just checking out the stars. Okay. And yeah, we're about to grab that one. Cool. All right. Looks good. And I think there's probably another one I grabbed that I haven't sent people to yet. Yeah, we're getting that one. And we're getting that one. And was there one other one? 40. Gotta click up so many times to actually check everything out. No, we did bonfire. Okay. It was Tundra, Forge, Fuego. There we go. I probably didn't send anybody there. I did. Okay. Good. Man, so much stuff to keep track of. It's just overwhelming. Yeah, I'll definitely packing it in after this one. Probably dividing this one into two 45-minute updates, actually. Pump everything into planetology. Everything else is coming along at pretty much the rate I want it to. Okay, Marchand, show me what you got. Only one left. Yep, that's about what I expected. Draconis, that is the Illyrian homeworld in Master of Orion 2. Let's do Poison Matrix South. Okay. So many Inferno planets, it's just wild. What was it in Numu? I think it's like the Silicoids. We get the bonus with Inferno. So we'll do Fiery Matrix South. Okay. I'm pretty sure our 60 will have no problem dealing with those. And they should be hitting next turn, so it'll be a good spot to pack that in. Still do not have our neutron blasters. And as for force fields, I didn't bump research into there because of how minor, it's such a minor increase, and we'll probably be able to trade or steal it from, the Cylons anyway. Oh, they have sublight now. Okay, this is starting. This is actually a little bit of a problem. The Cylons finally have an engine increase. They might trade that around, or it might get stolen from them. Ion cannons. I want that. Oh, I'm spying on them and not getting any hits because Meklar are so good at computers. It's not really. Well, once my neutron blasters come in, I won't need ion cannons. Okay. So let's get our colony ships assigned. The usual drill. Home matrix. Okay. That goes to. Has anybody been sent to Tau Cygnia? I don't think so. I've been grabbing the closer ones first. So we've got I got somebody going there, and those are smaller. So yeah, let's get this one complete the group. And then we're gonna back the two on the south first. All right. And one thing you can do to save a little bit of time on micromanagement is, I'll go ahead and fix this one, as I'm already here looking at it. But when you get a terraforming increase, but not a corresponding robotic controls increase, and you have 40 planets to keep track of, like I do, you can just do the automatic spending, and when the game pops up it's been full of X, colonists or factories, then you fix the other one, and then it'll pop up another notice, so you can fix it again later. It saves you from having to F2 through every planet to do that yourself. On a small or medium galaxy, I probably will micro that myself. It'll be a little more efficient, but it would be. It's like we've spent 4 hours on this map for this game. That is how much of a grind the huge galaxies are in Mu 1. Okay, so getting that refilled, I think we'll be good there. And then did we just get a new colony? Or was that new colony we just got? Bonfire matrix still growing. It is. Oh, we got two. We got two new ones. Okay, this one is. Are we sending anybody there? Not yet. Yeah, because we just grabbed that one. You know, that plus 10 population will be great. Let's pretty much fill that up immediately. Oh, even I guess you get a. What if that includes the people you're getting normally? It's kind of weird that you lost population from you sending colonists away, but you're getting more out of it. That's kind of weird, but works for me. And then poison matrix was right over here, right? Yes. So let's grab from that fertile planet. And likewise, pretty much fill that one up right off the bat. All right. Man, we're going to have a bunch of planets to click through and put more factories on them when we're done with this. But yeah, that is okay. And then you've got another. That is so weird. I'm pretty sure it showed all of my toxic ships en route, but apparently not. Okay. So that'll probably be Class M will probably be grabbing that one. So let's send that one to. I should have one over here, right? Radiated. Oh no, 2 astrobelts and a radiated. That's what it was. Well, this will do. Little 15-point guy nobody really cares about. Poor little planet. Okay. So next turn the invasion fleet comes in, and if I knew if one of my planets was under threat, I'd send them there, but I don't. So that being said, we'll just go ahead and grab like 2 of these guys, and we'll just go ahead and fan those out and make a little blockade. That's probably the best use for them. I mean, really, it's like if they had a centralized fleet, I could try to take it out, but they don't. It's just a bunch of destroyers flying around. Okay. Still won't talk to us. Let's see how they feel after we take one of their how many planets? One of their 2 planets. But first, very nice. So now we'll be able to see if they're coming for us or not. Okay, we have Jammer 1. That's it. I'm not a very big fan of jammers, and this will definitely advance us the next tier and also get 2 points of accuracy. So I'm going to go and do that. Okay. Another small fire matrix. Small and south doesn't really help. If we have one more, hopefully I centrally located it with that one remaining dead colonizer. We can send it there, and then phase out that design. Good old Romulus. Yeah, Romulus, Vulcan. I'm kind of surprised I don't have a Beta Z in there. This was a toxic matrix in the center, if I remember right. They never did build any factories. I think that's a problem on average. They have the population, but they're not getting factories for it. All right, we'll let this one play out, see how it goes. So this is even odds. The defenders get a +5 to hit, but we get +5 from having armor, and we get 1. Well, at least it'll no longer pop up on the espionage as an espionage option. Okay. Maximum colonists. So yeah, we're going to put stuff into factories. I believe by default it bumps that. It equalizes out what you were spending with industry and research already, so we don't need to change it much. And of course, as we have our construction field has pretty much been giving us universally improved industrial tech. They're pretty cheap to build. All right. Yeah, I'm fine with that. Okay. So, oh yeah, and once you finally take a planet from an AI, you have to refit your factories first. I think that's a friendly bug. It's a good bug, in that um, I think that's like there's supposed to be a refit cost, like half the cost of the factory or whatever, but instead it's like one credit is all you have to pay. All right, we'll bump that a little bit to help the whatever cost that is. We'll toss it in there to help pay for it. And now we can do F8. Okay, you hear that click now. That means we have no planets that are being targeted by enemy fleets, and indeed they are all going to their home world. Yep, they're going back home, going back to base. That is a lot of lynxes. Yeah, they're like 50 or 60 of those bad boys. Uh, but next time we will have our neutron blaster cruisers with decent, battle computers, uh, decent armor, probably a size increase, as we've almost got a construction increase too. We will definitely be ready to deal with them, Rashan, and I may well make peace with them so I don't genocide them. Why are the humans upset? They aren't allied with them. That's weird. Oh no, they're not upset. They're going back up. That's what it was. They're going from weary to unease and then back to neutral. Okay. Well, thanks to the Mershawn attacking us, that was not an entirely uneventful update. I still feel a little bad we didn't get our war with the Meklar, but we have over half the galaxy. The tide of green is fierce and unending, and I'm thinking probably what two or three more updates. I think before we put this one away. We are not even, and it feels weird because it's been, that was an hour and a half. It's going to be two 45-minute updates probably. It was an hour and a half. So 4.5 hours so far on the runtime. Not even 100 turns. Huge galaxies, not even once. Oh, speaking of not even, we haven't hit a council vote yet. So most of these stars have to be unclaimed for it to not trigger the, was it 3/4? I think 3/4 have to be settled. It's 2/3 to 3/4 of the planets have to be settled for a quorum. Of course, we know those are unoccupied because we now have contact with every alien. So this entire back line has probably a lot of hostile planets, or at least hostile gatekeeping planets. I think it probably would be a good idea to have our first opponent be, like I mentioned at the start of the video, be the Cylons first. They are centrally located. We can surround them. We need to cut them off before they become a bigger threat. And once we do, there'll be pretty much nothing left in our way to swing east or swing west and gobble this stuff up and then finish off the Meklar, who are the only other speed bump to us. But that is all the plan for the future. So thank you all for watching, and place your bets. Place your bets now. We're at 90 turns. You think it'll be another 50? Probably not even that long, right? To get everything colonized that we can colonize. Yeah, we'll see what happens. All right. Thanks for watching, folks. Have a good day.